Hello again. Authenticity in art and music is at the core of the True Music series. The series gives artists a unique platform to share their work. The main act features visual and kinetic street artist Philippe Pantone. With me in studio to tell us more is Alan Nicol, better known as DJ Kid Funk, and Mashoto Lekhotwane, aka DJ FKA Mash. The series is in South Africa and will kick off its first leg next Friday in Pretoria. Gentlemen, a very good morning to you. Happy Sunday.
Good morning.
True Music. Ellen, what is this about?
So, True Music series happens once a year, and it brings art, visuals, music together. And we're connecting it with a party this Friday.
Sure.
Yeah.
So just a big, fun, massive house party series.
It's amazing how it's happened. I have a radio show on 5FM, and every single Sunday I play music that not a lot of people have heard.
Yeah.
And we trend, people get excited, and people are like, how can we get this in an event? So I partnered with Ballantyne's, and we did Kid Funk Presents, which we're taking across South Africa. And they've got True Music series with Philippe Pantone. They're plugging that in. He's an amazing visual artist. And the party starts this Friday.
Sure. Mash, when you talk about house music in South Africa, everybody knows what you're talking about, and we're big house music junkies. But there's different categories also within house music. Tell us about the genre that you play.
Mine is heavily influenced by deep house. I wouldn't call it deep house per se, but it is heavily influenced by deep house. I love all subgenres, but I grew up listening to deep house the most. And so that's where my music falls closest to.
Right. Let's just take a sneak peek and also show our viewers what we're talking about essentially, and get back into the conversation. Take a look, listen.
Cool.
That looks so amazing. Tell us about the concept, Alan. So you have music and you have art, and it's all like moving at the same time?
So what's going to happen on Friday is we're having the party at the African Beer Emporium. I've booked at Jazz from the UK, who is like a household name, huge name in house music. I've booked good friend and kind of upcoming, one of my favorite producers and DJs at the moment, FKA Mash, Julian Gomes, and myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into African Beer Emporium. We're going to set up screens just like you saw now, all around the event with Philippe Pantone's artwork. And his artwork is going to be triggered by the audio. So whatever we play as DJs will be triggered through the screens with his visuals. And it's just going to be better than a club experience. It's going to be like a whole visual clubbing music experience. So I'm excited. This is my first time throwing a party with so many elements in it.
So many elements in it, Mash. I want to go back and talk about your journey when you got into deep house. Was that an obvious choice for you?
Not really. I started listening to a genre called Bacardi.
Bacardi?
Yeah.
Not the drink.
Nah, not the drink. But it's your Casablancas, when I was a kid. And a friend of mine, he put me onto a song that was like a deep house song. At first I didn't like it, you know, because I was like, yo, where are the drums? Where's the energy? Where's everything? And it was just so soulful. And eventually it caught me about a year later. And that's how I got into deep house. The story of how I got into making music is another long-winded story.
Give us a snippet.
So how I got into making music was I used to be I still am. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd through and through. And when I was a kid, all I did was just sit on my computer and play games or try to figure out like some new stuff. And then I discovered this program that I could make music on. And I was like 12 years old at the time, and so I just never let go of it. Like for a 12-year-old, for me it was just so exciting. Every time you find something new, every time there's like you know, it was just a whole new experience for me. Away from school, away from sports, all that stuff. This was just something that became, it was an interest at first, then it became a passion as it grew. Yeah.
And years down the line, here you are, like dominating world stages. We look forward to so much more from you. But Alan, why this fusion between art and music? You could have done this in any other way.
Yeah, I think I've had this connection with art, especially on my come up with music. Art was always a big factor with the music that I was listening to in regards to the artwork. So there was a number of artists that kind of did a lot of artwork on records that I was buying. So Futura 2000 was doing a lot of artwork on Mo Wax records, and there was other guys called Swifty. They would do artwork on Talking Loud. And then as this relationship with Valentine's and myself started getting to a point where we were going to be doing something, they introduced me to Felipe Panton, who I didn't know. And then as soon as I looked into him, I saw that the people that inspired him were the people that I was into.
Sure.
So it all kind of connected and it all really made sense. And it's been a really nice organic process to the lead up of these parties. And the parties are going to be happening across the country. So this is the first one in Pretoria. Next month we in PE, Vinnie Da Vinci, JM. And for me, it's always about having a balance on the lineup of someone who's a legend and someone who's coming up. So the parties, again, like I said, all over the country. I think we've got about another 6 months all over. Just doing our thing, showcasing beautiful art and amazing music.
Lovely, that's dope. Mash, what to expect from you on the night?
I've made a couple of new songs for this event specifically. I haven't played them anywhere else.
Do you get nervous when you make new material in terms of how it's going to be received?
Yeah, always.
Sure.
Always. But that's where the thrill lies for me, you know.
Yeah.
And if it works, I become even happier,
better,
you know. And if it doesn't work, it's whatever.
Right.
I can always fix it. I can always go back to it and do something different with it. So, yeah.
So what to expect?
What to expect? New music, some of my popular songs, and also, yeah, man, just a beautiful vibe for me. Yeah.
What should people bring, Alan, I'm talking about in terms of a frame of mind, just coming to this event?
Well, the first thing is a lot of house heads are coming to the event for the lineup. So we have Jazz, Mash, Julia and myself, all relatively big names in the space. So they're going to expect the best in deep house music. Jazz and Julian Gomes have just completed their second album, which is incredible. So they're going to be DJing that together for the first time ever, which is a thing.
Nice.
Mash is told, this is the first time I heard Mash is going to be playing some exclusives. I'm going to be doing my thing. And I think they must just bring an open mind, because it's going to be a next level party. It's not going to just be come and watch some DJs and listen to music. We got the Felipe Panton plugin, which is going to be incredible, the visuals. We're going to be filming everything. We're going to be, we're creating a story with this party. So just come with an open mind, and I'm sure we're all going to have a great time.
Next level.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, guys,
Thank you.
for coming through to chat to us this morning, and all the best.
Thank you so much.